It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, where London will play host to a different kind of football. It's the Dolphins and the Jaguars, and it's coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Two teams on opposite ends of the Sunshine State. The Jags and Dolphins are underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led by their 4th-year quarterback out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Mayfield's throw into the hands of Andrews. And past the 40. The 40's out of bounds. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Mayfield on play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Bush. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. To throw, Mayfield. Dumps it off to Mixon. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on the punt. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 13th NFL season now. It's Matthew Stafford.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Stafford. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Mayfield. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Mayfield down. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. On the screen, this is Edmonds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Romeo LaQuara able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, he's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Returnable for Lockett. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. As the offense comes out, we put our Madden spotlight on Baker Mayfield. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're sixes.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that one complete once again to Higgins. 7 yards, the pickup there. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Joe Mixon. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down? So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now a man open down the middle of the field. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down. Now Mayfield. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. The 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, had some blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Mayfield looks to throw. Returning right back to Lockett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Mayfield. It's complete to Lockett. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Mixon on the toss right. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
I've heard you say that so much of being a great inside linebacker is diagnosis, and that time he diagnosed things instantly, made a beeline for the football.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. Now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. They were going for it on 4th and inches, now 4th and 5.
Yeah, everything had built to a crescendo, hadn't it? 4th and inches, I mean, we were coming out of our chairs up here. Now on 4th and 5, you've got to think about whether you want to go for it or not.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe the Dolphin got going a little early. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Now it's Stafford. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They have punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now a first down throw. Stafford.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
A.J. Epinesa
drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Heading back out, Baker Mayfield, as we call up our player spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. A second down throw for Mayfield. Airing one out for Crowder. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. But Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it. And we saw evidence of that right there.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw. And it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. It never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Romeo Okwara, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Jaguars on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Jaguars on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Mixon.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Mayfield to throw it. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try to mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Off of play action, here's Stafford.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So that erases a game-tying touchdown.
And when you hate to be the person that committed the foul on that play, film is not going to be fun for him, but right now, he's got to regroup and continue to play.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, here's Stafford. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Miami in that first half. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 31, Stafford.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Gibson again.
Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Corey Littleton, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Stafford.
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Lock up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 1st down, Mayfield. They'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. And this one is incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's 3rd down.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Preston Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the 1st down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
Here's Brian Anger now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the 1st half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2. Alert for anything out there. Watching for trouble on the road. And making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the
blitz coming, and down he goes. Preston Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. To throw is Stafford. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. They'll go again with Gibson.
Shifts by him. Fighting through.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime mix had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with...
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Antonio Gibson
with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they? Carlson now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. To throw again on second down, Mayfield. Airing one out for Crowder. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be Dolphin football. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. And shedding a man at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, it's Gibson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. On 2nd and 9, Stafford. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. Third and 2, Stafford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tony Jefferson. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Airing one out for Crowder. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Mayfield down. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of
up the first down marker. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Great coverage there, holds them to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And he fends him off. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. Stafford. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. A handoff for Gibson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And down to the 20. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. Touchdown, Dolphins! Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what?
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and forever. A handoff to Mixon. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin first and goal already at the 5-yard line. Miami set to take over. And now following the desperation turnover on downs, they're set up with a first and goal to go. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Stafford. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Dawson Knox. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon. And you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. A first down throw from Mayfield. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Ndamukong Suh able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Mayfield. Airing one out for Crowder. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Hines now on the return. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. On second down, a run with Gibson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Stafford. This to Hines on the drop-off. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
2nd and 11 now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to build his way forward to the 48. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Now Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Miami. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Mayfield on first down. And this one's incomplete. Chase Edmonds, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. It's complete to Lockett. One last shot from Mayfield here. He hits his target, Lockett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Dolphins, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.